Um, just a quick video. I watched this video today about a 2-year-old in China that got hit by two vans, and uh, she was hurt. Um, two the first van ran over her, hit her, and stopped while the child was underneath the van, and then kept going. Ran over her for a second time with the back wheel and left her. Then uh, people were running or going by her and were looking, but nobody was helping her. And then a second van come along and run over her too. Then a woman who was cleaning garbage came out and she saw the little girl, and she picked up the little girl, but the little girl was so weak that she pulled her over to the side of the road, and then the woman went to go find help. And then eventually her mother came and took the little girl away. Now, what I found disgusting, and thought it was absolutely disgusting, that people would walk by a little girl who was on the ground bleeding and was obviously really hurt. I was absolutely disgusted when I seen this video. I thought, how could people do something like that? How could people just walk by a little girl and not even go over and see if she's alright? I was absolutely disgusted. I thought, oh my god, how could anyone do that to a child? Let alone an adult, but a child, a 2-year-old little girl. It just goes to show what the world is coming to today. It really made me sick. And what even made me more sick was 19 people passed by this little girl before anyone even looked at the little girl. They looked at her, but they just passed her by. They just kept going. 19 people passed this little girl by before anyone even stopped to look and see, was she okay. Then it took 7 minutes for somebody to go over and see, was she okay. 7 minutes before this little girl was even looked at, before she was picked up. Eventually, the mother did take the little girl to the hospital, and she went into a coma, and she died, which is really sad. But the two men that were in the trucks, they got the second truck first. The man in the second truck, they got him first, and he was detained. And then the second man actually handed himself in, or the first man actually handed himself in. But the first man that ran over the little girl was actually talking on his mobile phone, and didn't see the little girl. Hit her, thought something had happened, and then just kept going because he was afraid of the police. Now, this really hacked me off. There was an article on the internet today that actually said that the man who ran her over first had just split up from his girlfriend, and he said that the girl, he would only have to pay something like $3,100 and something dollars if she died, and then he would have to pay thousands and thousands and thousands if she lived. That is absolutely disgusting. Anybody who would say that about a little girl. A life costs more than money. To think that this man ran off because he thought he'd have to pay money. Oh, absolutely turns my stomach. If I couldn't even pass the bike, I couldn't even pass by somebody who fell off a bike without asking them if they're okay, let alone leaving a little girl bleeding in the middle of the road. I really can't understand these. And you actually see in the video motorbikes swerving around her, slowing down, having a look, and then continuing on. They don't even stop. You'd think someone would have actually stopped. And actually, the woman who went over and dragged her off the road, she went to the shopkeepers to ask for help, and the shopkeepers told her to mind her own business. Mind your own business. How horrible. I don't know what that was about. Now, at the end of the video, you see her mother, and she was absolutely distraught, and I'd be distraught because all these people just walked straight on by her, drove straight by her. Even motorbikes were swerving to miss her, like, instead of pulling over, going over, see was the child okay, call an ambulance or whatever you do in China. I don't know. Oh, I was sick. Well, that's my rant over, right? Bye.